Welcome to my channel. This is Mario Lloyd, also known as Real Estate Guru PK. On this channel, we talk about my real estate endeavors. We also have the top real estate producers and the top entrepreneurs in the country. Be sure to click the link below with Justin P with his Support Black Colleges marketing course. Also with Jason White's Crack the Code affiliate link, click that below as well. Also to support the channel, Webull, M1 Finance, Chase, Discover, Robinhood, and Public, a stock trading app. We hope you enjoyed this episode. This is Real Estate Guru PK signing out. How y'all doing? Welcome to another episode. We got a special guest. We got Msmonicalee.
Hello.
And we were talking for like the last 20 minutes. Usually I tell my guests about the story, so we'll start right there, and then we'll, start talking about your business ventures and everything.
Okay. I don't even know where to start my story. I mean, so I'm an entrepreneur. I'm from Brooklyn, East New York. Mm-hmm. And growing up, I've always been into entrepreneurship. I used to do e-commerce. Actually, let me start over. When I was young, I was selling snacks. So like
in school?
Snacks, juice, yes.
That was you?
That was me.
I was following you. I was looking for you in the hallways for sure.
I was doing that, always getting in trouble for doing that, distracting the class. I sold jewelry. I did everything. So growing up, that was just pretty much in my blood. So in my 20s, I was like, I need to have my own business. But, family, they didn't really believe in entrepreneurship. Mm-hmm. They didn't think that it was going to work out. I don't think it was really me. They were just scared because all my family's pretty traditional. They got regular 9-to-5s, and they're like, get a good job with benefits and retire.
Gotta have that insurance.
Yeah, exactly.
That was my mama.
Exactly.
They didn't got no insurance.
Yep.
I'm like...
Exactly. So for a little while I was working. I actually worked in retail for many years just so that I could do side hustles because it was the only job that I could do my
finesse
schedule
a little bit.
Yes, exactly. So I was always doing something.
Where were you working at?
Oh gosh, I had probably 15 retail jobs. I done worked at Zara, H&M, makeup stores, everywhere.
Who gave away the best stuff? Or the best discount, I guess?
There was a point when I used to be like a cosmetic sales rep for Clinique. Mm-hmm. So I used to work inside of Century 21. So I used to get like their type of discount, and they had designer stuff. So I was getting the discount on that. But yeah, that was a good time just for that. But other than that, I need to get out of here. Like, what am I doing working here? Mm-hmm. So fast forward, I ended up becoming a flight attendant. So random, right? Because again, my family was like, get you that job with benefits, right? So I'm like, all right, let me just find something. So I literally Googled like, what could I do where I could travel and have freedom? Yeah, literally, because all I knew in my mind was I was going to be an entrepreneur. I'm working for myself. That's it. Like I didn't have a plan B, like, oh, I'm going to go work for this company or do this. That's all I wanted to do. So I started flying, and it was an amazing job until the pandemic came. And I feel like a lot of people kind of had like that same experience where the pandemic made them wake up. Like I already knew that the job that I was working wasn't like with flight attendants. A lot of people think, oh, it's so glamorous. You make so much money. You traveling. No, it's like really, really, really underpaid. And
really?
Like you don't get paid when the door. How's it go? When the door is open, the customers are boarding, and once the customers get off, all of that's unpaid. So that's about 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there when it's delays. So I was giving away so much time, and I'm like, look at my paycheck, is not adding up. And then also you have to relocate depending on where you're based. So I was from New York, based in Boston. Don't know nothing about Boston. Boston, however they say it, I don't even know. And I was out there and I was like not feeling it. I was like, oh my gosh. So anyway, the pandemic really made me say, you know what, I need a game plan. I was getting all my hours cut because there were no flights. And then everybody was getting sick, and it was just crazy. So I was literally on the couch, and I'm like, all right, this is when you're gonna do this. So I just went down that rabbit hole of researching how to like do my business legit, because before that I was just doing side hustles and not really I didn't even have an LLC. I didn't know any of that stuff.
Who'd you see on the internet that you kind of wanted to model what you wanted to do after?
Oh man, there was a lot of people. So I was definitely into when I found like Earn Your Leisure, Social Proof. So it was a lot of different entrepreneurs on there. I'm trying to think if there's anybody in particular I could just You name off the top of my head. Like, not really, because it's like a long list of people.
Yeah.
I can't
Especially now, it's a longer list, too.
It is crazy. And I used to think, where were these people, like just a couple years ago? I could have, but it's all good.
Yeah.
But, you know, so how I got started, though. So I got started with Airbnb. That was, like, the business that took off for me, short-term renting. Basically, with staying in different hotels as a flight attendant, I was already in travel, already in hospitality. And when I would go to different places, I would book Airbnbs. And I'm like, I could do this. So I ended up booking this Airbnb that was in an apartment. And it was this girl that I'm like, wait a minute, she's super young. She got an Airbnb in an apartment. I could do this. What I did was I like reached out to her and I became a co-host for her. Like, I just was like, you know, I see your listing could use a little bit of work. That's just how I am. Like, you know, could fix some stuff up. And I was asking how much she makes and everything. And she was like, all right, like, whatever. She just let me do it. And from there, I learned everything. And that's
Hold on. So wait, it was an apartment that was on Airbnb?
Yeah.
It was her apartment?
No. So basically, she was doing the rental arbitrage method where she had an apartment. Like, I believe at the time, she was doing like a lease, like a corporate lease. And she was using it for
How many she had?
She only had one.
Oh, she just that one?
Yeah, she just was doing that one.
How do you get one?
So basically,
she's like,
how she did it was with corporate leasing. How I do it is a little bit different. I like to build relationships with private landlords or find just people who have like a house that they're just like, they're trying to find tenants, but it's not working out for them. And I pitch to them. Because the whole corporate leasing thing is cool, but it's a little bit of a loophole, and a lot of Airbnb people don't like to say it, but it's definitely so.
So you look for listings that people aren't grabbing at, and you just say, "Hey, I can help you out. I can put somebody in."
Well,
there.
That's actually how I got started with like that co-hosting situation. So, like what I do now for my personal properties, I usually find people on Facebook Marketplace. Actually,
okay,
yeah, Zillow, and even like PropStream, things like that. I just use those sites that most people use for like real estate. I use that for Airbnb finds. Yeah.
Cool. I like that. I'm asking for me. I don't know about them watching. Yeah. I'm asking for myself.
I see.
I'm trying to find out.
Continue your story.
Yeah. So, So what happened was, like I said, I was co-hosting for her, and when I saw how easy it was, I was like, I need to figure this out. So originally, I wanted to do the same method she was doing with the corporate leasing, but come to find out that the different apartments I was reaching out to, I didn't have the requirements. My business was too new. You know, they were looking for references and a paid escort. I was like, what? Yeah. I don't have all of that. So literally, I just was searching. And then I got very lucky. Like the last place that I toured, they were in an Airbnb friendly program, which is a program that Airbnb actually has where they allow you to do Airbnb a certain number of days out of the year. And a lot of people don't know about it. I don't know why, but it's a lot.
You know now.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know, but you can literally Google it and it will come up, or you can go on the Airbnb website and it will tell you the listings of all of the apartments that are in the program. So I ended up finding it, not knowing that the apartment was in that program. And again, I'm just a person that I'm like how I found that girl with the codes, and I just talk to people, and then next thing you know, I'm landing some type of opportunity. So I was talking to the leasing agent, telling her, you know, I'm a flight attendant. I travel. I don't know if I'm going to always be here. Is it okay to rent it out? I know that might be a crazy question. You could always tell me no.
I mean...
Yeah, and then she was like, no, we actually are in an Airbnb-friendly program. I'm like, wait, what?
Heard that word again. Came back up.
There's no way. So anyway, with that said, that's how I got my start. And that first property was doing really well. Started out in Atlanta. So during the pandemic, everybody was booking it. I don't think I've ever had like a day where it wasn't booked. It was like booked and busy. Wow. And once I saw how good it was going, I was just like, let's just get more. I didn't think about more. I was a little scared, I'm not gonna lie, but I just said, why be scared now? Let's go for it.
When did you quit your job?
Oh my gosh. I took a little time though. I'm not gonna lie. I was still holding on to it. I was so nervous. And I was like, what if I just got lucky? And then it's just go downhill. I think I was 8 months into hosting. At that point I had my 5th property. I just hit my 5th one. Yeah.
Wow.
Was you still doubting yourself after the 5th or no?
No. You knew then, I got this.
And my people was trying to tell me like, what is going on with you? Like, why you acting like that? Yeah. And like I said, it's all of like your upbringing. I'm telling you, like my family.
That insurance, girl. Yeah, the insurance. You didn't want to leave that insurance there. I know it. I already know.
Yeah. So after a while, I was like, you know, I can't do this. What it was for me was that I was seeing how much I was wasting my time. Because I was literally, I was doing my Airbnbs in Atlanta. I'm working in New York. I'm traveling back and forth, doing all this extra stuff. And then I'm seeing my payouts on Airbnb. I'm seeing my paycheck. I'm like, why the hell am I holding on?
They were upside down at that point?
Oh, yeah.
Like it was pointless.
I was making sometimes less than $1,000 a month as a flight attendant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was like crazy. And then I'm like literally going away from home 1-2 weeks at a time. Whereas with Airbnb, I'm putting in like minimum 4 hours a week.
Yeah.
And I have the whole thing automated. So I'm not really in the business
hands-on
doing work
like
too
that.
much. So I said, you know what? Let me bet on myself and just leave. And I did. And everything's been great ever since. So
Here we are.
Here we are.
That's awesome. What would you say was the hardest thing about that process? Getting the proper, was it the communicating with people? Was it the convincing, the relationships to build? Like, what was the...
Yeah, with the relationships, it was difficult because at first it's like most people are going to be like, why would I let you use my property for Airbnb?
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about the language, you know? You don't want to pitch it to them Airbnb. First of all, there's a lot of other platforms other than Airbnb.
Right, exactly.
Like in the entrepreneur community, everybody uses Airbnb because I think it's like a buzzword and we don't know it. The most
like
people use
Pampers.
it. Yeah. But honestly, there's a lot of platforms. Like one of my favorite ones is Furnish Finder. That's a website that a lot of travel nurses and a lot of traveling speakers, professionals use it. So you can, you know, get people to book anywhere from like 2 weeks to like a few months, but they're professionals. So like you don't have to worry about people coming in and destroying the place or having parties. So that looks much better when you're pitching to somebody to, you know, utilize their property.
I'm sure that's lucrative though, right? Especially since COVID hit, because a lot of my friends I used to work with were nurses and they switched over to traveling because they were getting paid way more to travel.
A lot of them. A lot of the clients, they the travel nurses, they said that. Like they started out in the hospital where they live, they traveled and they're like, oh, I'm never going back to that. You know, like so they're definitely a good demographic. Also, a lot of times I get students too. Like students who are traveling for like a semester.
Foreign students or?
Sometimes foreign, sometimes, you know, students from here, domestic students. They might be doing like a program where they're studying like a semester or a couple of weeks in a different school. So it's just all about like thinking of the different people other than travelers. Yeah. Because then people are more likely to say yes to you because they're more like my clients now rather than like, oh, I'm getting them from Airbnb, these random people coming in your place. So, yeah, it was difficult in the beginning. And honestly, I didn't know all that in the beginning. In the beginning, I was just winging it. So it was like, yeah, let's throw it on Airbnb. But I got lucky with that first property that it was an Airbnb-friendly place. So the beginning, I got some ratchets and some people doing the most in my place. I had a lot of crazy stuff. But then it started to get better once I really realized what I was doing in the business. And being like, okay, I could pivot a little bit and change up how I do it and also find my own relationship rather than just using that Airbnb-friendly place. Yeah. So, yeah, that was a good part about that.
Have you taken any, like, major L's, like people messing up your spot?
Not really, because the good thing is that I have insurance. So even though Airbnb has their own, like, air cover and a lot of the other platforms have some type of insurance, I have, like, a short-term rental insurance. And then, like, the house rules, they're really, like out there and transparent. Like, don't do this, don't touch this. If you will, you know, you'll get a fee, you know, charged to you. So I usually don't have that. And I kind of screen the guests from how I make them answer a question before they book. I ask them what's their purpose of visit. If they can't even answer that, I know they might not necessarily be, like, the best guest. But I did have one time, oh, my gosh, we had this one guest. I don't know, she slipped through the cracks. She came in and she was supposed to be there for like a week. She extended. It was like, oh, whatever, let's just get this money. Let her extend. And then she left the place crazy. Like the bed was like messed up. Like it looked like she had like 8 dogs laying on the bed. The bed frame was dented. And she left like pots of rice. It was very weird, like to say the least. Like she left pots of rice, dog food everywhere. It was like 10 plants on the balcony. It was so weird. And then she didn't leave on time. She was supposed to leave at 11. It's like 11:45. My cleaner was like in the car, like, when is this girl gonna leave? And you know, for her safety, I'm telling her, you know, just wait till she leaves or whatever. And she was like, she's still here. And she takes pictures, sends it to me. I'm like, no, not this one person doing all of this damage. So when I told the guests, you know, I try to keep it cordial and be like, listen, wasn't left in the best condition. She was like, what are you talking about?
I'm used to this. What do you mean?
Like, what do you mean? Like, and then she just started going off saying that, like, I was accusing her of messing up the place. It was like, she didn't do anything. Whatever. She ended up having to pay. I got reimbursed because she damaged a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, and the TV wasn't working too. I don't know what happened. I turned on the TV wasn't working. It was crazy. Oh, no. But it was okay because I kind of planned for things like that. In the beginning, I definitely wasn't like that. But as I started doing that, I don't know. I just like, it's too many good guests. Let me just prepare because what if? And look, that ended up happening a few months in. But that was like the worst. Other than that, it's nothing too crazy.
What all do you outsource with? I mean, because you said you pretty much have everything automated. So I heard you say you have someone that comes to clean up or whatever.
I outsource a lot.
You need a new outsourcer?
Yeah.
All right, girl.
Definitely. Yeah, I outsource a lot. So I have like 2 virtual assistants that basically are like my co-host / management, where they help me with anything to do with the reservations, answering messages, setting up the calendar. And then, like, as far as cleaning, I do that. There's been times I clean myself, though.
Yeah.
I like to check on the property.
I was going to say, that's a good thing, though.
Yeah, I like to, because sometimes like, for example, there's cleaners, they won't go under the bed or clean. And those are things that guests look at. Because then they're like, when the last time? And they like, so I go in and just double check stuff. But definitely the cleaning and then setups. We don't do none of the setups at all. Even though we could, it's like I like to flip it. That's why I say flip.
Like the design of how it looks and
like
stuff?
Before we even go in, we like get everything like situated, order everything, or plan out when we're gonna get it. So that day that we're there, we literally could set everything up like 24 hours to like 48 hours. So we get people to set everything up for us. Pretty much as hands-off as possible.
Do you have like storage for extra things like a TV, if you will, or you can just quickly replenish it? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, that's what we ended up doing. Like on the 3rd property, we thought about that. And we're like, you know what, let's just do it. It's an expense that we can add on because we're doing so well. So we like put TVs, extra stuff, and look exactly what happened with that guest where the TV didn't work. We had another guest checking in literally like the same day. We're like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? We don't want to cancel it. No, we went right to that storage that we had, and we had an extra TV in there. We just swapped it out.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and that TV was supposed to be for a future property, but we're like, well, we'll just use it now.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
After you, sir.
Where you see yourself in 5 years?
Ooh, that's
a good question. I never know what to say.
That's tomorrow.
Right?
That's
Time
tomorrow.
goes by so fast.
Yep.
Definitely expanding, like with the short-term rental industry. Like I started out with Airbnb as a platform, but I would love like to have my own platform.
Okay.
Like
be the table.
Yeah, exactly. And then other things I have to do, like I want to do like some sort of like boutique hotel. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to.
Coming soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Where though?
Something.
Where though? Like what city you thinking?
I want to do international, honestly, like in the Caribbean.
Like in the DR?
Why you picked there?
He was
you
like,
got plans soon or something? What you trying to set up?
I'm just asking the question.
Not like DR, but no, not DR.
Jamaica?
I mean, I'm thinking of Jamaica. Hubby's from Jamaica, but I don't know. I'm thinking more like some of the smaller islands that's less known for travel, but people still go there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like you got like
more exclusive spots.
Yeah, you got like the St. Martins, Anguilla, like those really nice turquoise water spots.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Hawaii's nice, man.
Hawaii.
Turks.
Oh yes, Turk. Yeah, that's another.
Now that's some
Turks.
water over there.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, something like that. Like expand into that. Like I said, I really love travel. Mm-hmm. And then I love like what I do and combining that together. So I could see myself like definitely.
You'll have to travel then too, which is cool. Yeah.
I always have somewhere to go.
Why you moved from New York?
New York is a mess. Like, you've never been? You've been, right?
Can I ask you a New York question?
Oh, gosh, I'm scared. Go ahead.
Somebody told me that I guess some of the places that like are on the street where you get like a hot dog or something, like if there's a cat that has his little arm, like if that cat's not there, like don't do it. Eat. Is that really true?
Yeah, those cats.
That's a thing?
Because New York has a lot of rats.
Oh.
Like a lot.
So if that cat is there, then most likely they don't have rats.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
New York got rats.
So that's facts.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
That's
like
my
thinking
New York
about
question.
it.
That's all I got.
You got a New York question for me?
Nah, I don't got a New York question. How old are you?
32.
32. Well, how are you in 94? 1994.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Yeah, where are you going with this?
Because the Rockets beat the Knicks in 94, so I was trying to see.
Wow.
I was trying to see.
Straight up a sports question.
Listen, if this is about sports, I gotta go.
That's too specific.
I don't know nothing about those
You
sports.
didn't know about the Knicks.
No. So the crazy thing is, my mom is actually, oh my God,
She a Knicks
she see
fan?
this, she gonna be mad. Yeah, she's a big basketball fan.
Die hard.
Die hard. Like,
Knicks fan or Brooklyn or
well, she used to be a Knicks fan, but
okay.
like if anybody would call my house growing up, you hear my mom yelling and screaming, and they're like, "Oh my God!" Thinking my mom. No, I'm there. She's watching basketball.
So y'all was like Crooklyn? Was that like a real thing? Like Crooklyn? Like they was like big Knicks fans?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it was like
That movie
Crooklyn,
was on
but
TV the other day, actually. I watched
I like
it.
that movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Yeah, but yeah, not Die Hard like that, but
Okay.
but yeah, definitely.
What do you miss? What do you miss about New York compared to anywhere? Where you live now?
So I'm in Miami now. So New York and Miami is definitely like two different worlds.
Polar opposites.
Yeah. New York is just a city of convenience. Like you could literally go outside at like 4 a.m. and get food.
Yeah, not everywhere.
You know, everything is open. Everybody's quick too.
Yeah.
Like in Florida, where I'm at now, everybody moves so slow. They like, and I'm looking at them like, hurry up.
They slow in Florida?
Everything is slow. You go out to
Well, it
eat.
is the South still, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
How you feel about Houston if Miami's slow?
Oh my God.
Super
But I like,
slow?
you know what? I like it though. For some reason, I like it here that it's slow like that. Like,
Why
you did
though?
enjoy
Come
that.
on down, girl.
Yeah. Like, Florida is like slow, but like slow, like a different type of slow. It's like to where you get aggravated with them. Like, now taking too long now.
Wow. I didn't have no idea about that.
Yeah. Miami is a little bit more fast paced, so I guess it's kind of close to what I'm used to, but it's still not like New York. New York, everything's moving quick, convenience. But I mean, it is. I could always go back, so it's not that much that I miss too much.
How accurate was Power? It was like real accurate.
See, I don't have that type of lifestyle, so I don't know. I'm not out there moving nothing.
You ain't mobbing or anything.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, New York got some characters. People doing all type of crazy stuff. So I can imagine it's probably true.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you like the weather here better in the South, or do you like it to be cold?
Absolutely not. No cold for
Yeah,
me.
same.
That was one of the big reasons why I moved, actually. People be like, why you moved? I'm like, the weather.
That's a real thing, though.
Like, tired of
too
it.
cold?
Yeah, New York is like brutal. Like there's times it's all the way down to like 9 degrees. Gotta put your
you got to get up and go to work.
oh yeah, like you don't know how many times I quit my jobs as a flight attendant. I used to have to drag suitcases in the snow. And
You didn't have a car though, did you?
No, that's another thing. New York is like, at least me. I don't want to speak for all New York people, but a lot of people in New York don't drive.
Yeah, I noticed
It's
that.
really inconvenient one, and most people like. It's expensive. Like where I was living in New York, my parking garage was like $250 a month on top of my $2,000 rent. So it was like, nah.
So how was you surviving with the being a flight attendant if you just making $1,000 a month?
I don't know.
God.
Yes.
God, dude.
God is good all the time.
Yes.
All the time.
Yes.
God is good.
So you had like side hustles?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I was always doing something, selling things.
But that's what I love about New York, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Everybody's
What you were selling?
At some point I had like a lash business where I was selling like strip lashes.
Oh, okay.
So what I did was I did that specifically because I did my makeup all the time for work. So when I went to work, all the girls would be like, "Oh, your lashes are cute," or even customers, and I'm like, "Here you go,
$9.99, girl."
Yeah, So they were 20.
Oh, $19.99, girl.
But yeah, so I did that. I used to do all type of like they have like extra work where you could be like in the audience or so, just
I
whatever.
bet that's 24/7 though.
What? Yeah, it is. Like I would get like $200 just to stand in the
around.
audience and clap. I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll do that.
Oh, because all the movies?
Yeah, there's a lot of production, like a lot of especially stuff that's on set, like cooking shows and stuff that come on like Bravo, VH1. I went to like Love and Hip Hop episode. Just wild stuff I was doing just so I can make a little extra 100 a week or something. It's crazy.
Okay.
That's good, easy money. So you know what? I'll actually say this. So when I went down there, we were shopping or whatever, and we went through some walls and we were like ducking down. And then it was, I mean, I don't know where I ended up. I was in between buildings. They were opening these walls and doors like just to get some knockoffs.
Oh, yes.
Is that's still the thing now? Like,
I don't know.
Because they try to hide from the cops when you can't like just blatantly walk into these hidden spaces.
No, so like, I know like, probably want to say like maybe like 5-6 years ago, maybe more than that. There used to be them everywhere. I believe it was like a Canal Street. They used to have the bags on the ground, and you could just buy a knockoff from the street. Yeah. There were stores with it, and then they started cracking down. And then what they would do is they would walk up to people like with their phone and like show them, I got this stuff, you know.
Yeah, they had a walkie-talkie like we got two. I'm like,
it's
where we going again?
Yeah. Shoot. I see. So me like I wasn't really into it. But I had a friend, my friend, she was like obsessed. Like, girl, I'm not spending that much. Yeah. I'm just gonna get it. I'm like, all right, whatever. So one day I went with her and I was like, oh no, this is too much. I feel like we were in some type of, like.
It felt dangerous.
Like we were walking for like 3 blocks. It had to be 3 blocks. And then the guy's like taking us up some stairs and it was like, no, I can't do this.
Yep. I almost quit at one point, but they were like, they got the Louis Vuitton backpacks, the look-alike. And I'm like, all right, y'all, just hurry up. It's too many doors and halls on the walk through. We better get there. And then when we get there, it's a line.
Yeah.
I'm like,
people come from all over the world for that. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, they do.
Like 5 or 6 knockoffs. And I had all these knockoffs in high school. They're like, oh, you got the bird. Okay, Sherelle. I'm like, yeah.
So you went all the way from Waco to New York to get your knockoffs? For real?
Yeah, my aunt took me. She took me with her. But yeah, she was like, you better get you some knockoffs while you down here.
Okay, I see you.
They were pretty good, though. They were good knockoffs, though. They weren't bad.
I always ask all my guests this. You plan on having children, right?
Yeah.
Would you be mad if your kids, like, had a 9-to-5 and not be an entrepreneur?
No, I wouldn't. I definitely wouldn't. I would, oh my gosh. But everything in me be like, don't do it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be mad because I do know that entrepreneurship, especially now, everybody kind of pushes it more than ever and be like, you be an entrepreneur. But some people don't have that in them.
Not for everybody.
Some people. And even myself, when I wanted to, I didn't have the discipline. Like, I would know that I'm supposed to be doing something and then I would just put it off and procrastinate. And, you know, you when you work for yourself, you have to have a different level of focus. And I think, like, if my child was like, listen, I can't do that, I would respect it. But if they had a job, they better be like the best employee they can be. Like, work your way up and get something out of the job. Definitely. Don't just be there collecting a paycheck. And like I said earlier, the benefits, to me, that's all like, that's there's more to life than that.
What if they don't want to go to college?
I didn't go to college, so I can't push them on that.
Would you want them to work for you or no?
Me and hubby always talk about this, and I'm like 50-50. I would love for them to work for me because I feel like, what's the point of going so hard to build something and then I can't pass it down to my children? Because I see how my family, I didn't have anything, you know, passed down to me, and I see like how I had to start from nothing, and I just feel like I would love for them to be able to be in it, and you know, just they don't have to go struggle and work for someone else. They could just work for me. But I also understand that sometimes the people that's the closest to you, it don't always work that way. Like, it's like they see you as a regular person.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't see you as the boss. So, you know, that could happen, you know, even with your children. So for me, I think I'll just be very open-minded and allow them to do whatever they desire. Just be somebody, though. They got to be somebody.
What's the max count? How many we trying to have? I
just
starting 5 or a couple subs?
I'm done. Well, I feel like I started a little late in the game, so I'll just do my 2. I'll probably try to do 2 back-to-back.
Yeah, back-to-back is not.
But I don't think I could do more than that. I see people with multiple kids, like 4 or 5. I'm like,
how do you remember birthdays?
How do you? All that. And kids are expensive. Like,
what made you leave Atlanta?
Atlanta, I was just there just for a little while, just to say I was there, honestly.
Is it wild?
Yeah, it is.
It is
like,
wild. I knew that.
It is. Like, I
knew
see
that.
everything stay open until like 2, 3, and they, you know, it's turned up. Like, definitely. But it's cool. It's a lot of Black entrepreneurs, so that's what I liked about them. Always meeting somebody out there doing something. Definitely see a lot of luxury. I love that. Seeing people driving nice cars, living in beautiful houses. So it's definitely motivating. I don't know. I just wanted to be near the beach because I'm Caribbean, so I need to be near the beach. So that's why I was like, let's go to Miami. It's the closest thing.
Yeah.
We got Galveston. No, but
Man.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
that water
water's
horrible.
like-
Yeah, water's horrible.
Like this right here.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
So, do you plan on like ever coming back to Houston or no?
Definitely. I feel like I underestimated it. I came.
Yeah, you
and
coming
I was like, okay. I like, first of all, the food. Like,
I'm surprised you didn't say that about Atlanta because I went there and I left
yeah.
10 pounds heavier. And I'm like,
yeah, Atlanta
golly,
definitely.
everything is heavy.
Definitely the food is great. And the people, I like the people. They're way nicer than New York people. Definitely that Southern hospitality. But yeah, out here is nice. The food is good. I keep saying the food. Damn, they're gonna be like, this girl.
You have to wait, but it's worth the wait sometimes.
How your parents feel about your success?
They just like, wow. So my dad actually passed away right around the time that I started working in everything that I was doing.
I'm sorry to hear
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, my dad, he was like really supportive. Even though like when I was doing entrepreneurship, he was like, I don't know. He started seeing like, so there was a point when, because you know, you asked how did I survive in New York. So there was a point I was still living at home. I was like, you know what, put my pride aside. Let me go move in.
Get in the house for a minute.
Yeah. So I moved in with my dad for a little, and I was always selling stuff, and he was just like, what is all these packaging? And I'm like, yeah, I got an online store. I do dropshipping. I was just doing everything. So he saw it. I think he was just worried, you know? I think that's just how, like, you know, dads are.
Where's this going to take you?
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that's how my mom feels now. Like, where's this going to take you?
Yeah, but now well, I know my dad's looking, and he's just like, I feel like he's with me every step of the way. That's why I feel like so many things happen. It was luck, but I'm like, that's God, and I feel like that's my protection for my dad for sure.
What about your moms?
My mom, she's cool. Like, me and my mom, it's crazy. I don't have the best relationship with my mom. And I think it's because I'm just I would say I'm a little rebellious, and I just go after things. My mom like to do everything too scared. So we don't really see eye to eye always. But, you know, I know she'll come around. But she definitely see what I'm doing, and she's like, she's amazed.
I know she's not worried.
Yeah. She better not be.
Yeah.
I'm more worried for
You doing fine. That's what's up.
So you gonna move to Houston or no?
Nah. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Why you won't move? We got a Nobu?
Not Nobu. I look like one of those girls, huh?
No, I haven't been and I want to go. I'm like, Houston got a Nobu now. We out here.
I don't know anything. Like, is Houston like is it like
Black excellence?
Well, I know it's Black excellence for sure. I definitely see that.
Yeah.
And I follow a lot of people that's from out here, so you know I see like what they're doing, and I'm like, okay. But I don't know.
Yeah.
TJ Tajani's doing a Airbnb boutique out here in Third Ward.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I was looking around like, I want to know about like the real estate out here and how Airbnb would be out here. I don't know. Like, I know people probably travel here a lot, so it's busy.
Yeah. I mean, but did you notice how like you'll be on one block and it's like the hood, and then the next block is like a nice like 3-story townhouse?
Yeah, I kept saying, I was like going on Zillow, like, what's going on with these? This is
what this one costs right here compared to that over there. Yeah.
I mean, it's cheap property though. You could buy and hold easily.
All right, well, see, like, look at you. Yeah, Miami.
We'll see.
Miami.
Yes,
I'll tell you, it breaks your heart a lot.
Why you say that?
Oh, Miami's so expensive. There's blocks of houses that you would think
it's cheap.
are cheap, and they're like $1 million, $2 million houses.
Like
And-
look cheap, like
oh yeah, they look beat up. Oh, like just like it looked like why? No. No.
is it by water or something? Is it on?
No, I think it just has to do with the proximity to
Zip code.
South Beach. Like, it's not too far.
the access.
Yeah. And also there's an area, Wynwood, that a lot of people like to go to.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, out here, I'm like, who knows? Maybe you guys let me know. Put me on to some stuff.
He's
out here.
how many you got?
10.
10. He on 10. You know,
Nice. Thanks.
you working on 11.
Yeah, working on 11.
Okay. When you gonna stop? What's the number?
Yeah, I'm never gonna stop.
Okay.
Never, right?
That's what's up.
It's just too easy. Well, how you feel about the New York getting gentrified? How you feel about that?
Oh my goodness. It's crazy because I remember, okay, so where I'm from in New York, East New York, it's not a nice area, right? So it was super hood growing up. And then I'm turning the corners and I'm seeing like they're just putting like coffee shops and certain things. And it's good as far as it having like new things around. But then you thinking like, this is messed up. They coming over here is taking everything from us type of thing. So, you know, I just even remember, I don't know if you know the Barclays Center, right? So that area used to be, my dad used to live around there when I was growing up, and that area used to be, like, people used to get robbed, like, for their chains and all type of stuff. And you see people jogging over there
That's Bexside, right? That's Bexside where the
Yes. Well, yeah, pretty much, yeah. So now, and I don't even think they call some of the areas Bed-Stuy anymore. They be changing up the names and stuff.
That's what they doing in Houston.
Yeah. So it's like one of those things where it's like, I just want to see our people be able to have the areas that we've grown up in, keep it that way. Well, you know, make it, you know, get better, of course. Yeah. But like, let it stay ours. So sometimes gentrification is like, damn, we lost that place. Damn, we lost this place, you know? The only good thing is like I said, like, you know, you get a little coffee shop, but.
What about Brownsville? I heard.
Oh gosh, no, don't go there.
Still.
It's still bad, huh?
Still.
Oh yeah.
I heard Mike Tyson talk about how bad it was there. And
It's
I'm
bad.
just like, he really makes it sound like a piece of crap.
Yeah, it's so bad. I have family from there. I haven't seen them in years just because of that. Like, I'm like, oh,
You're not going over there?
Oh,
Is
no.
that, like, what do you mean bad though? Like,
Oh, like gunshots bad. Like you,
like how often you hear gunshots?
you be walking down broad daylight and you hear pop pop. You like, yeah,
Time to go.
yeah. You see people running up on people across when you walking and stuff. Like it's not no. It's not.
Oh wow.
And also too, like if you're not from there, people gonna look at you like, what are you doing here? And then now you're a target. So it's one of those places. Where
Oh
it's not-
dang.
no.
What about Southside Jamaica, Queens?
I don't know too much about, like, I actually was living in Queens for a little bit before I moved up from New York, but I don't know a lot about Queens at all. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know too
Is that where
much.
50 Cent is from?
But that's where 50's from. Yeah.
Somebody gave us a tour and was like, we're giving you the 50 Cent Queens tour. I'm like, man, if 50 ain't in his car, don't even
You
talk
don't want
about
to
it.
see it, right? Yeah, there's a lot of places. New York's dope. We got so many artists and entertainers from some places, and they're all like the craziest places where you'll be like, that's where they're from.
Mm-hmm.
So
Is the Bronx that bad? Charlamagne always talking about the Bronx is like the two craziest people from Bronx. And
the Bronx, listen, I'm sorry if anybody's watching this.
Fat Joe.
And
Sorry, we love y'all.
but
Jennifer
the Bronx,
Lopez.
I don't. I don't. I don't like the Bronx. Nah. The only
Not for
thing is
everybody.
the only thing is like I think it's like Yankee Stadium's there. It's a little baseball game. Other than that, I don't. There was no reason for me to go to Bronx. Like literally, I only really stayed in Brooklyn most of the time that I lived in New York, and I went to Harlem a little because I have family in Harlem. But that was it.
Did your house have a yard? I know that's a weird question. Did y'all have a yard?
I didn't even have a house. So
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all right. We grew.
That was the first time I ever saw houses with like no yards,
No yards.
super
Yeah,
close.
they're
and I'm
really-
like,
oh my
where are the
God.
kids playing?
That's what really made me, actually, that's another thing that made me move from New York. So when I started looking into like starting my Airbnb business, I started looking up real estate, just changing my mindset.
Yeah.
Because growing up, I didn't know nothing about that
So
type of
you was
stuff.
trying to start in New York, but you couldn't?
No, I just wanted to get out of New York. So I didn't want to even set up anything. My goal was
So you was like,
yeah,
done?
my goal was
You
to
was
leave.
done?
What? I was trying to leave New York for years. I was like, I'm getting out of here. Like,
What was the final straw where you was like, oh, I'm done with
I ain't
New
getting
York?
robbed. No more.
No, I'm done. No. So basically, when I was a flight attendant, I got, like I said, I started out based in Boston and I went back to being based was based in New York. So now I had to find a place to live that was close to the airport. Long story short, I was on something called like a reserve schedule. So I would get called like, got to come into work like in the next 20 minutes, got to be at the airport, whatever. So I had to live closer to the airport. So I started looking around, found this beautiful luxury apartment, but it was still in the hood. And it was like, my rent was like $2,000 and it was a studio. And I was like, oh no, you know what? I'm seeing my friends that live in Houston and Atlanta, and they got 2 bedrooms and houses, and it was just
yards.
Like, the yards. Heavy on the yards. I was like, I gotta go. But like I said, New York is a great place to if you wanna hustle, you wanna learn how to hustle, definitely. Because it being so expensive makes you work harder, at least me. I used to always be on it like I gotta grind harder. Like I feel like if I was from somewhere else, I probably would have been a little bit more laid back because that's just me naturally laid back.
It's very inspiring there. Yeah. Like when I went, I was like, man, I've not been exposed to life. For real, like especially when you go on what's the main street down there? With the lights everywhere and all that.
42nd Street, Times Square.
Times Square. Yeah. Like, it looked like daytime at night. Yeah. And it's just like, man, I can live my dreams out here. And then somebody tapped me trying to sell something. I'm like...
Yes.
But that was what got me the most, though. People trying to sell stuff. Like, they didn't give up. Hearing a no was like, all right, whatever. Anyways, next person. Yeah. You know? And I had never seen that in my life.
Yeah, that
was crazy to me.
That's how I got... So that's how I am now. So... Not only do I do, my Airbnbs, I also have like my own, coaching programs. I sell digital products and
oh, cool.
Yeah, like I market like every day.
What digital products you got, girl?
Oh,
plug it in.
I have. So I have an Airbnb course called the Airbnb Business Mastery. I also do like mentorships, consultations. I'm trying to get into doing property locating.
How many mentees you got?
My gosh! So my program right now, I'm at 958. Ooh. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. So with that, like I promote all the time, and it doesn't bother me because I'm used to New York, like where people be like, "Shut the f up."
Yeah. You can kind of close that out.
So it's nothing to me.
So you don't take no for an answer because New
York. Definitely not. No.
That's dope.
Wow. Yeah.
So New York, you developed tough skin in New York, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I had to because look at me, I'm always smiling and stuff. And growing up, people were not so nice.
No, don't talk on the subway. Don't sit down, be quiet. I was like, y'all too quiet around here. Craziness or something.
Yeah, everybody's like, don't look at me, don't talk to me.
Oh, there you go, there you go.
Or what you looking at? Like, it's very like so. I mean, it helped me to be a little tougher because I remember growing up, I used to be a little crybaby and also sensitive. And people, they would eat you up, spit you out. So I had to, get it together. But yeah, I love New York. I feel like I was talking so bad about New York. Oh. They're going to be like, disown her. We don't want her.
We want you here. We can have, we'll have you.
I don't know. I got to see.
Got any more guesses? Any more questions? I'm going to ask you a either or question and then we'll be done.
All right.
Are you going to answer these questions yourself too?
Right? I got to see.
You the host. We want to know about you too.
No. I got my own.
You got the power.
I got Chronicles of a Landlord.
You got the power. Like your hat says, you got the power. You can do it.
It's about my guests. Hold on a second. Flips or rentals?
Ooh. I would say flips.
Flips?
Yeah, definitely flips.
How come?
I feel like rentals is too unpredictable. Like, what if you get some person in there just like, I need to get them out of here.
Rental property or Airbnb?
Come on, I'm going to say Airbnb.
Airbnb. Earn your leisure or sleepers for suckers?
Ooh, don't do that. Damn. I'm just going to say sleepers for suckers. And that's only because I found my mentor through that podcast. So
who was that?
Runway Billionaire.
Oh, Runway?
Yeah.
Oh, we had Runway.
Yeah, he's
cool.
Dope.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't here.
Yeah, his new story when he's talking about his wife, he was talking about that on my podcast.
Oh.
Yeah, I put that on my story. Money or equity?
Ooh, definitely equity.
Equity? Mm-hmm. For real?
Yeah.
Why you choose flips then if you trying to get the equity?
Well, with the flips, it's just that I know, like,
Oh, what you gonna make?
I want to make it, like,
Oh.
you know.
Okay.
But if I had to choose money, come on, I'm gonna do equity.
Equity? Okay. Dream champs or sleepers for suckers?
Why are you doing this? You already asked me about that one. I'm gonna say drink champs.
Drink champs?
Yeah, I like drink champs.
Why? Because of Nori?
Yeah, I
Because he's from New York?
duh, that's why. Definitely.
I knew you were going there.
Definitely, I need them. I need to get some New York people to do some podcasts.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That is cool. 2 million followers or rent a property?
I know a lot of people is not gonna think I'm gonna say this one, but 2 million followers.
How come?
I feel like nowadays you can definitely turn your following into dollars, and it's just keeps growing and growing.
You're living proof.
Yeah, so I would definitely say the followers.
Okay. 850 credit score, $1 million.
850 credit score, definitely.
850 credit score?
Yeah.
Why?
The million, I mean, you want to get to that million with that 850 credit score.
Okay.
Definitely, yeah.
All right. Tour or Airbnb?
Airbnb.
Airbnb. Are you looking at getting the tour or no?
Nah, like we actually thought about it for a while. We were going to pair up the Airbnbs with Turo, but
What made you say no?
I feel like it's good to focus on something that you're doing well at and just
Stay right there.
stay with that.
Master
Okay.
it, yeah.
Okay. LLC or S Corp? S Corp.
So I'm not the best with this type of question, and I say that because I'm still learning. But from what I know, a S Corp is definitely probably better to do that. So I would say S Corp.
Kirkland or Paid in Full?
I gotta go with Crooklyn.
With the BBSs, the gold BBS. You don't like the... Oh, man.
Kirkland or Belly?
Day.
Ooh, definitely Belly
You
then.
going with Belly?
Yeah.
Okay. Belly or Power?
Wait, what?
I'm trying to think of what I would say. Ooh. Old or new, I guess.
I like Power. I'll say Power over that
Power?
one. Yeah.
Of all of them?
Over all of them?
Yeah.
Oh. No, Belly over all of them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
He didn't even get his woman a drink at the Grammys.
Wait. You know what? Now I can answer that.
Oh, you can't?
No, it's cool.
Are you
It's cool.
answer? Jay-Z or Biggie?
I'll go with Jay-Z.
Jay-Z?
Yeah.
How come?
I grew up listening to Jay-Z a lot.
Over Biggie?
Yeah, surprisingly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I feel like he used to make me feel like hustling more. Biggie, his music was always fun for me though. I like hearing his stuff in the party. But Jay-Z, I feel like I gotta get on my grind and work and get to my bag. So yeah, Jay-Z.
What's your favorite Jay-Z song?
Oh man, I think What More Can I Say?
What more can I say?
What
Yeah.
more can I say?
Sorry.
What about you like Song Cry? What about Song Cry? No?
It's not one of my faves,
Not one of
no.
your
But I
favorites?
like it though. I like it, but it's not one. I like his ones where he just goes in. Those are mine. When he does more
Like
the song,
acapella?
yeah. When he does
Yeah.
those, I'm like, yo, that just make me feel like motivated. Like
Be in a car like,
he play too much.
I'm that nigga. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Welcome to my channel. This is Mario Lloyd, also known as Real Estate Guru PK. On this channel, we talk about my real estate endeavors. We also have the top real estate producers and the top entrepreneurs in the country. Be sure to click the link below with Justin P. with his Support Black Colleges marketing course. Also with Jason White's Crack the Code affiliate link. Click that below as well. Also to support the channel, Webull, M1 Finance, Chase, Discover, Robinhood, and Public, a stock trading app. We hope you enjoyed this episode. This is Real Estate Guru PK signing out.